We're live.
Hello. How's
Hello.
everyone doing?
Hello, everyone, and on YouTube or on Facebook. Tonight I have Zach the Champ, otherwise known as Zach Meyer, otherwise known as a depressed guy who has barbells, or maybe the barbells make him less depressed.
I think so, usually.
It's up to your personal interpretation, however you feel. So, thanks, man. Thanks for making some time to come on. I'm glad that
no problem.
glad I could talk to you.
Glad to be here.
So, in the background here of both of us, we have the man himself, Kyriakos. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I don't know. He may be watching.
Probably.
Yeah.
He follows all my stuff, you know.
Yeah, he's a big fan. He watches my what are those called? AMVs of my
I spent like hours making that.
He's kind of he's like a character more than a human.
He's really strong though. Like genuinely.
Oh yeah. So like those Zerchers, I mean, what he's doing right here, that's what 90.
Oh, that's
80.
Oh, those are 55 kilogram plates.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 110,
220, 330,
30, 360.
Yeah, I think it's like 600 or 700 kilograms or some shit like that.
365. That's 730 with the bar. It's 745. With I think those are Are those 35s? The yellow ones? I think that.
I'm not sure. I'm sure it'll say on his page. You know, I'm pretty sure he actually does.
I think it's very funny that the first time he ever uploaded anything with a caption, it was just the word Philion. It was that's all he said as a caption. That was the first word anybody got out of him.
I didn't even know that. That's funny.
Yeah, other than like guttural 8-man screaming is the first thing that you ever hear him say. Yeah. First word he ever said in his whole
actual voice way different if you ever heard him talk. Because he has a couple of videos where he does reactions to people reacting to him, and then he talks in those.
I don't think I've ever heard him speak. I've only heard him with do like the guerrilla war cry type thing, you know, where he's
the post-Victor shrug after lifting up the whole world. Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably make the same noises. He's in the right. He's earned the right to just scream like a skinwalker.
Yeah, I've tried those before. They're very hard. I think like
Zerchers.
Yeah. Zerchers because he's doing Zercher shrugs.
Yeah,
Zercher squats and Zercher rifles. You know, you gotta do Zercher everything.
Training for the Strongman competition that I did in August. I did Zercher walks, and I think I capped out.
Those are really good practice for farmers walks.
I was training for Conan wheel. That's actually what I was training for.
That makes sense.
So I think I maxed out at, I want to say 335, and like, so I didn't realize it at the time, but if you don't have like, if your arms aren't used to it and you don't have like elbow wraps or anything,
the pain tolerance, yeah.
Oh my God. Like my whole arm went numb, and I was like, yep, this is it. This is how I live.
I used to try doing one arm Zercher deadlifts, like one arm Zercher from the ground, you know? Those are very painful.
So people like, you're one of the people that I see, you do these super interesting, like you're the first person I've ever seen do a like a deadlift.
Jefferson,
Jefferson, sorry. So it's not in my lexicon because it's so it's still so foreign to me. I think you did it in like a Santa suit.
I did that for the page. I
That
did
makes
some
sense.
with mischief.
That makes sense.
A reindeer or a reindeer weighed like 600 and something or other pounds, so that's what I did for the deadlift.
How, like, comparatively, how those Jefferson deadlifts, how does it feel compared? Like, is it just super awkward? Does like the weight
It's
display
a little
feel
different
the
once you
same?
get used to it.
Hmm.
Well, I prefer it, but it's different for everyone because some people prefer original, just standard deadlift. Some people prefer sumo, and so I just kind of consider it like a third option. But
Hmm.
I prefer it. It's a little bit easier for me. It's more of a leg drive based thing,
Hmm.
other than like a back quite as much. Or if you feel a lot more of the weight in your legs, and I have scoliosis, so I like that.
Oh.
Mhm.
So do you have like it's like greater than a 12-degree,
No,
whatever.
it's not that bad, so I'm not gonna like cripple myself.
Oh, okay.
But I have to be a little bit careful sometimes.
Yeah, I was I think training for the last competition, and I like, so I do a mixed grip for deadlifts, and I
Yeah.
guess it kind of messed up my like back development. I had
Oh,
like one side of my erector muscles were a lot more stiff than the other side, and it
mhm.
gave me a bit of a curvature. And then I went back at it with straps, and it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
lined back. The
Yeah, that's why
chiropractor
I use straps actually.
Dude, the chiropractor was like, your back is going, you will never be the same. And then I just like started training with straps, and then it
Mhm.
just went, like, I went back to him like 2 months later, and he was like,
Yeah.
I've never said anything like it. And I'm like, I think you just want me to come here. That's what you're getting
I
at.
think so. Yeah, you must have gotten Ronnie Coleman's back doctor.
Mhm. Yeah. Poor Ronnie.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of messed up because everybody was like, oh, the squats, they broke his back and his legs.
No, it was. I mean, he
No.
definitely injured himself a little bit, but like all the surgery he got and everything made it so much worse. Like
Mhm.
he'd be walking and stuff if he actually had a competent doctor. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that like they have back or leg problems and they start squatting or deadlifting and it resolves them. I think it's kind of
Yeah. No, my back problems got a lot better once I started working out more and deadlifting more.
yeah, mine did too, especially with straps. What's
Mhm.
so what's your favorite like obscure or I guess like uncommon lift to
Well,
do?
it definitely would be the Jeffersons,
It
honestly.
is.
I do like Zerger stuff too. I like to make my friends do Zerger rack pulls when they come over to my house, because I have
Ah,
the home gym set up for it. Yeah, you know Walter. I made him come do some Zercher rack pulls with me last time
yeah.
he was over. Yeah.
I think mine hmm, Strongman has a lot of like fun,
Oh yeah, yeah. Strongman
just
has
like
so much fun stuff to do.
I
I guess
really
what?
like I don't really do them very often anymore, but like over the shoulder, like Atlas Stone or sandbag toss,
Yeah.
I really like those.
Hmm.
Um, and I really like, I think I just like stones. I
I
think
do.
just any
Yeah.
stones are super fun. And then any kind of sandbag loading is super fun.
Yeah, sandbag for sure too. I have some stones in my car actually for
Just like like
yeah,
Atlas stones or just rocks.
rocks. I
Here,
have
let
an
me see
Atlas
them.
stone at home too. But yeah, hold on. Let me get back here. I don't know how to turn the camera around on this thing. So like three of them. I had more, but I took the rest out and put them in my house.
So let me see those. I'm gonna try to guess the weight. I'm gonna guess like from their look. I don't know how. I don't have any kind of metric for size, but I'm gonna guess. Let me see them again.
This one's the heaviest one.
Okay, so that uh 120. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
The boy's doing it. The boy's doing it.
All right. I'll leave that there for now. I'll get
What
it
it
later. Yeah,
what
that's
is
all
that
I
weight?
got.
Wait,
Huh?
like 120, something
It's
like
not like
that.
120. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I guess rock lifting is also one of my favorite, gym things to do.
There's
I don't
something
think
like there's something relieving or like
yeah,
stress relieving grabbing a big rock.
more fun than just going to the gym sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when you're out in nature.
Yeah. I feel like if you live in the right like biome, you can basically just bypass the gym entirely. You can just
Yeah, you
spend
can.
time like cutting wood, throwing rocks. Like cutting wood is such a good. I feel like people. It's very understated how healthy or like
It
how
really is.
much like muscle use goes into like actually
Yeah,
cutting wood. That's like a full body workout.
it is. Yeah, you feel a lot in your lats and your shoulders, and you also, bringing it down to a lot of tricep movement.
Is it,
Yeah.
there's like a thing. Um, I don't do it, but it's like it's a thing that I've seen people do. They like grab a barbell. It's called like a grave digger woodcutter. You like go crossbody
Yeah, I've
or
seen
something.
that. I haven't. I've never done those,
It's supposed to be
but
like for obliques, and then of course like
yeah.
you know
Mhm.
erector muscles and I
Yeah, it
my
makes
favorite
sense.
thing about like the rocks, like moving stones or moving sandbags, is like I get to talk about like crushing power because
Yeah, you
you're
can't
like
really drop a barbell on someone in the
yeah,
same way, can you?
no.
No, not quite.
Mm. I think so I have another competition. It's actually 2 months from yesterday,
Mhm.
and getting ready for like I hadn't done overhead press in like a super long time, and
Yeah.
I'm like running these press medleys, I guess, because it's like a sandbag, regular barbell, and then a axle press. So like, and I was kind of scared. I was like, I don't know what my overhead press is at all because I hadn't overhead pressed in like a super long time. And then now getting back into it, I did 235, not like super easy, but I
That's
think
pretty
I could
good.
do I could do
Yeah.
more.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like the sandbag, like because my friend who does strongman, he was like, the sandbag overhead press, that's the scariest part. And I'm like, oh shit. All right, well, let's give it a try. And that was the easiest one for me. It's
Well, I
like
guess the sandbag's pretty easy if you're used to more natural objects like rocks and stuff as well. Because a sandbag is a lot more, balanced throughout weight wise. It's not
so
quite a weird shape.
it's more balanced, but it's like it's more taxing on grip once you get above like 250 pounds. It's just awkward and nothing's cool about it. Like the way that you have to grab it is so much different. Like a stone is just a stone, like you just but like as you try because it's sturdy, but like a
Oh yeah,
sandbag
because a
over a certain
sandbag is
amount, it
supposed
just
to be
kind of
painful,
like
but plus it's that heavy, so that
yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about 250 pounds. That's when it becomes like a different animal. I'm like I tried 300 pounds in a sandbag the other day, and I got it, got it like to right above my kneecaps, and I couldn't put it in my lap, and I just dropped it. And I was gonna record it because I was like, "Hey, look at all the stuff you know." And like I just sent it to my coach, and I was like, I can't. This is how bad I am at this. So thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Overhead press
Super
stuff
rough.
is definitely the hardest, or at least for me personally. I don't have great shoulders.
I don't.
That just are a lot easier, but
I think it depends. Like I think pressing is that's my strong suit. I don't think I'm not that great at deadlifting. Max is. We're gonna see in like 3 weeks what my actual max is now,
yeah.
but it was only like four somewhere around there, and like people my size, like you probably deadlift like a lot more than that. Most people that like
Um,
are around my weight, they do. Um, it's just I don't have like crazy grip. Some people have
okay.
crazy grip. I can
So
do
is grip
in,
where you're failing on 405, or is it just
no okay. So 65 is the heaviest that I ever
or,
lifted.
mhm.
Like in general. But yeah, it feels like so I took some time off. So I trained for the last competition. It was an 18-inch deadlift, and on the
Oh, okay. The
18
silver dollar
inch,
deadlift. Yeah.
so I got used to that, and then going back to like a regular, 8.5-inch lift. Like I doubt myself so much. Like I overthink it now, so like
Mhm.
everything feels super taxing, and I think because you don't think about it at the time, but if you're dropping, 6 to 8 inches like down, like
Mhm.
grip wise, your back starts to
Oh yeah,
round,
no.
and
Going
I
a few
think,
inches down makes it way harder.
yeah, I think that's my issue now.
Mhm.
Grip, I'm okay. I, I do decent on like a Saxon bar, but like uh, I don't know.
Have you tried doing deficit deadlifts
No,
where you
not.
start where you're standing on top of a plate or something?
Mm,
So it's like a couple inches longer range
yeah,
of motion. Like just
no.
doing it as a way to, you know, get used to even having to go in lower on deadlifts, and then when you
I
switch back to regulars, it'll be a little bit easier.
Yeah. No, I haven't tried it yet. So for the end of like this block, we're
Yeah.
just gonna focus on seeing what my like new maxes are going to be, and then I'll have like well, no, I have like 6 weeks where I'll just focus on implement training for the strongman competition, and then wrapping back. That's probably when we'll like look at like further training, like my posterior chain, making sure that I'm like good to go. Like, yeah, probably like more deficit
Yeah.
training and like combining like squats and deads on the same day, that
Mhm.
sort of thing.
Okay. That's a lot
Yeah.
of volume to do on one day of training.
Yeah. I'm just trying to squat like 1,500 pounds.
Yeah, we all.
Something normal and reasonable like that. Who needs
Mhm.
knees? Like I'm just trying to get there, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
Uh,
You should try working. Well, actually, what else have you done for deadlifts? Trying to get that number up anyway.
um, hold on one second.
Because there's some stuff that's helped me out a lot, like specific accessories to do on back day and stuff like that just genuinely help a ton. Like
Where is this
Tyler
thing?
Willem.
I'm sorry, one second.
Okay, no problem. No worries.
Here it is. Sorry, I just wanted to pull up like the events that I'm looking at.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh yeah, what competition are you doing?
I'm doing Kentucky Strongest. I found it on Podium. Okay, here we go. Let's do the thing. Go. March, April. Where are you? 6th, 7th, 13th, 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 13th. Jesus, every single thing on. So these are the events for that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Here, let me
Yeah. Sorry, I'm on my phone, so it's kind of hard to see.
yeah, can you see it better now?
I can see it better now. Yeah, press medley. Oh, okay, that's cool. Wheel axle. So it's a lot of medleys. It looks like, huh?
Yeah. Well, the first medley or the first event is just a press medley, and then it's Denny handles. I think I'll be fine there.
Mhm.
I think my weight's only like 155 and 135.
Okay, yeah, because it's a different weight class for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll be competing at novice 231.
Okay.
So keg over bar, not really that worried about it. Only thing I'm kind of worried about, honestly, the yoke run. We'll see how that turns out. You know,
Yeah, 600 is pretty heavy for that weight.
So hopping back into it, I did this. This was the first time that I had done it in, I think, like 15 months, and I did like right off the bat, which I probably shouldn't have done. Is I did 460 with no like I said, I haven't done it for like 15 months, and it was fine. Like I got my 40-yard dash time with it was I think like 13 seconds.
Oh,
So it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Um, I'm sorry, I cut you off a moment ago. You were asking me
I don't even remember what
something.
I was saying.
I think you're like, what? You said, what else are you? I think you were gonna ask me like, what else am I gonna do to like train?
Oh yeah, yeah, for your training things. Oh, yeah, I was just wondering because of the because do you know who Kyler Woolham is?
Hmm?
Do you know who Kyler Woolham is? That the guy?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
No.
there's a video he did that like where he lists his favorite accessory movements for deadlift, and that is like my favorite video for recommending to people when they're looking for stuff to increase their deadlift. But
Yeah. Let me.
yeah, I'll send that to you after. Or I mean, you could pull it up now.
No, I was gonna look it up on my
Mhm.
phone.
Okay,
What's his name?
Kyler Woolham. It's like
You
best
spell
deadlift
that?
accessories. Oh man, CailerWOL. No, it's WOOLAM. I believe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Kyler Woolham deadlift accessories. Is it green looking?
Hold on.
Is
It's
it
like
this
a
one?
9-10 minute video, and it's like 10 best deadlift accessories for,
This
or it's like
says
10 keys to a 900-pound deadlift or some shit like that. It,
here's 5 exercises to build a 900-pound deadlift.
yeah, that one.
Okay.
That sounds right.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Mhm,
Okay. So I guess let's talk about uh,
mhm.
Depression Barbell Club. I guess
Oh yeah. What, do you have any questions about that specifically, or just in
well, I
general?
guess just who like when did you're the admin of
Hmm.
it?
Me and a
Okay.
friend made it. Yeah.
When did you
Well,
decide to
me and one of my online gym friends, we used to just make memes of bodybuilders and send them to each other, and we
Hmm,
thought it would be a funny idea to make a page out of it.
okay.
And it was a lot of it was like just like the fake chat memes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we were sending that to each other. Thought it'd be a good idea to make a page out of it, and then it kind of just blew up. And then after, like the first month or so, it was me and a few other people, and then after that, I pretty much ran it by myself.
Do you run it by yourself now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have a couple of friends doing this, but they I know Walter
That
posted something a few months ago. I barely post on it anymore either, honestly. I'll get like the energy to run it for like a week again, and then I'll stop, and then I'll come back for another week.
you made this post like it's not on there. It's like one you made on your personal account, and I think about it. It's not it like it didn't get a bunch of attention, but I think about it so often. It's like you bring a certain type of what is it? It's like you're bringing a certain type of mellow to my harsh that I don't like.
Yeah,
I
I think so. I think I posted something like that.
it's something like I just think about that so often. I don't know why it just lives in my brain. I think about it like probably at least once a week. I like
That's funny because I
you're
just think of
mellowing
dumb
my
stuff and then
harsh.
I post
That's
it
what
to
it
the
is. That's what it
yeah.
is.
You're
You're
mellowing
mellowing.
down.
Yeah, that's such a good post. Um, yeah, no, the Depression Barbell Club. Those memes crack me up because it'll be like, uh, it's crazy like the community that
I know.
like
Well,
formed around it.
yeah, because there was a little bit of a community already. Because me and my friend that I started the page with, I knew him from Fitness Gym Ship Posting, which was in a. Were you ever part of that group?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that was years ago. That was like. That was like one of the best lifting groups on Facebook back in the day. Like so much came from that.
There is still some real like hostile. Like I really like Gym Bros community. One, because it's just like being on 4chan in like
It was like
2014.
that, yeah. It was that type of. It was like slash fit.
They're still like that. Like even they just act that way.
Yeah.
And like they just constantly like a thing that I don't know if I'm happy or sad that it stopped happening is like when people were arguing, they used to just say like post physique. And like
Yeah.
it like it went one of two ways, which was like
there was some people that had some, famous stints about that. I think most of the time it was a good thing. Because a lot of people started working out because of that,
Yeah.
like genuinely.
Because I'm like
post
kind of
physique
sad.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad that it stopped, like because it was. And then people started doing this weird deflection thing where they would be like,
they're like, oh, you're gay.
You're gay.
You're gay. You want to see me? You want to see my 300-pound body? You're such a faggot.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, if I'm going out of my way to like you random guy with an anime profile picture, you're like, I wasn't gay, and then I saw you arguing about lolly porn, and I thought, I'm gay for him. That's what you caught us. We're all gay for you. Yeah.
I don't know. It's obviously just a deflection. Yeah, like you said, because they know that they're not in shape whatsoever.
Yeah. No. Like, so, yeah, I miss like that culture. I it's still very funny. You'll see like two guys that are in like decent shape, and then someone else will talk about posting physique, and these two guys who are both kind of in decent shape will start like eating each other, where they're like, no, actually your delts aren't that good, and like it becomes this whole like they're focusing their energy on the wrong thing. They just attack the other people instead of each other. And I think that's kind of part of why post physique thing just died off.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of cannibalized.
The post physique Cope Hall of Fame page? Did you follow the post physique Cope Hall of Fame page? That was just like physique posting stuff? Oh, okay. Never mind.
No. Recently I started bullying that probably say this wrong, physiognomy check.
Oh, physiognomy.
I've started like bullying him.
The physiognomy check or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know that admin at all. I know a lot of page admins, but I have no idea who runs that.
It has to be someone close, because I've seen him take like memes from me, from David
really?
Wu.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like back in the day. I don't think he's done it for a while, but it has to be someone we like all know. I mean, obviously. And his whole thing is like, yeah, so I have to be like, okay, let's hold you to your standard.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see,
Yeah, but it's all
shape, or if they're just some dude who just spends all their time online.
I think that they post a little too often. Like
back in the day, I posted like twice a day on DVC though.
Twice a day, 3 times a day, that's fine. But like that guy, I had to like
he does post once a day. Yeah.
I had to turn the notifications off. He just kept on like, I don't know what you want, dude. Like,
it does post a lot.
I need him to post his lips. I don't care if he posts his face. I do care if he posts.
He needs to post his brow ridge.
Yeah,
And it's
if he has like let's say if he has a sub 800-pound total, he should have to delete his page.
800 pounds is fair. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's
like
an easy. That's a low bar.
Is that including literally? Is that including overhead press, or is that like the big three?
Just let's go SBD like
okay.
800.
Yeah.
It's perfectly.
That's not
you know.
That's like
what
400, 300, 200. Or no, actually,
even like 400, 200, 200.
Yeah.
You'd be.
Yeah, 800 is really easy to get to now that I think about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's an easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. Like that's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
And me and I don't remember his name, Jack, were making fun of this guy, and he like, well, people hate watch my page. I'm like, yeah, it's the internet. Like what?
So people who spend their time on the internet doing anything on it. So
yeah, like nobody's ever been like, nobody has nothing but fans. You know what I mean? Like nobody has all fans and nobody who dislikes them. If they do, they're not really popular. That's just how it goes. Yeah. Even by the way, I seen the most insane thing in your comment sections the other day.
I get weird comments for sure. I just kind of laugh at it, you know.
You're a very wholesome guy, but like you have a certain sense of humor that attracts people with a common sense of humor, which like
I do have a little bit of an edgy humor sometimes.
But like the guy, he left. I mean, it had to be 40 comments.
Yeah.
On one post, and it wasn't like in response to any. It was like comment, go down, comment, go down, comment. Like
that shit's so funny to me.
You were just like I think it was like a post about your girlfriend. You were like, I appreciate my girlfriend. And this guy was like, stop, dude, no.
Some dude spends too much.
It was so crazy.
I know. I think some people on Facebook only ever interact with other people, never go outside, you know? So
yeah,
they only know how to interact with other just complete shut-ins.
How do you feel about like that's
an example of that? Yeah.
How do you feel about that community? Those guys that are just like, oh, dude, my eyes are too close, far apart, and my nose is a little too short, so I'll never.
I don't know. I think it's funny, but people take that shit way seriously.
So as a joke, I think it's a very funny joke.
It's a good joke, right?
As a cope, it's not a good cope.
People shouldn't be taking stuff like that too seriously. It is very funny, but like if you're genuinely believing that, you should probably
Dude, I seen the other day. It was like, I'm sorry that you guys have to look at my face. If I got a hair transplant, then girls would love me. And it's like,
I know people who post stuff like that, and I always want to comment and just like make fun of them, you know, because I mean, if someone's in that mindset, the only way to really get them out of it is to bully.
I think you need to bully them.
I think
bully them early and often.
Yeah.
Like
it's honestly the right thing to do, because they're going to be a 40-year-old virgin just hating women, you know, if they keep on posting like that. Well, they probably are already, but
I think it's very funny, and I'm not trying to like, you know, blow up his spot about it, but like Kevin,
there's other people who do that too.
Kevin, like, that's a very funny thing, because he's like,
it's extremely funny.
He's a pretty classically like good-looking guy.
He's handsome for sure.
He's just like, oh, no one will ever like. He's not that guy.
Yeah.
That like that. No, like maybe with the sex doll stuff. Maybe if he's taken his I don't know what you call those things, just a sex doll. If you're taking it to like McDonald's, yeah, you're gonna get some weird looks, but like also it's not that hard to like.
Um,
I've
Just,
seen just
well, I mean, the way he DMs someone doesn't really help.
dude
He's like
that
posting the stuff he sends
yeah.
someone before, and it's not great.
I think it's just like a
No,
eh,
yeah, you don't want
um.
to be, jumping right into that. I got my girlfriend by sending her a picture of a gorilla wearing sunglasses and telling her it was me. And then we started talking after that.
My very first message to my wife ever.
Yeah.
So her name on Facebook is like Charlie Jean,
Hmm.
and I messaged her drunk at like 4 in the afternoon, and I asked her if she was related to the person who invented Jean.
That's how you do it. That's game right there.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
we like were kind of talking, and
Mhm.
then Elon Musk. This happened in like 2020. Then
Mhm.
me and my wife got together. He made
Yeah.
something about like government designated goth girlfriends. I don't know if you remember that or not,
I do remember that joke. Yeah.
but I just her the lady who is now my wife, and we
Hmm.
had barely spoken. I mean, we had spoken like a couple of times,
You asked her to
and
be a government designated cop girlfriend.
no, I didn't ask her. I just told her she was,
Oh,
and
wow.
that was. And now we have like a son together. We're married. Like
Hmm.
I don't know what you got.
Yeah, no, that's just how it is.
Just
Literally just be
look.
yourself.
This is what you fellas need. You see this big foam. This big foam. You
Yeah,
need
that's
one of,
exactly it, actually.
dude. I wish that like I can't. It won't even fit in the screen. But if
That's
you get one of these, ladies will. God, this is a humongous hat. If you get one of these, ladies will kiss you on the
oh yeah, girls love big hats.
mouth. Yeah.
Mhm. They
So
don't care about, jaw size or, anything like
no.
that. They just like big hats. That's it.
If you
Those guys
walked
will
up
never
to
realize that though.
look, if I walked up to a guy,
Mhm.
if I just walked up to a guy that we were kind of friends, and I said, "I'm sorry that my jaw only comes to a 32-degree angle as opposed to a Chad a 35-degree angle. Can we still? Will you still be in my life?" They would probably be like, "What?
Yeah,
What you're
it's just
saying
like
is outrageous. Goodbye."
it's just like some weird type of advanced insecurity that can only be birthed online by not going outside, and not actually interacting with people.
You gotta you have to not touch a certain amount of grass. Like you just have
Yeah.
to avoid grass for a
Mhm.
very long time.
Yeah.
And then I don't I guess you just find yourself in like a weird community, and
Hmm. I
that's
mean,
kind of it. I don't know.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess it's easy to find that side or that community when you just like making jokes about women a lot. 'Cause I'm
Yeah, but
guessing that's how you and I have gotten there, just from the comedy side.
I think like
Mhm.
I think the I don't even know what you would call that community. I want to call it the incel community, but I don't know if that's the looks maxing
The
community.
look maxing community, yeah,
Yeah.
there you
Like I think what happened there is the same thing that happened with like poll on 4chan,
go. Mhm.
where it was like a bunch of people pretending to be a certain thing. The people who were that thing started joining into that community because they thought like they didn't realize that they were being ironic. And then I think it's kind of
Yeah.
the same thing. Like there's like a Rene Descartes quote. It's like um those who get like enjoyment out of pretending to be fools will eventually find themselves surrounded by fools who think that they're in good company. Like it's that. That's exactly what it is. Like you do
Yeah,
it
I get that.
ironically enough. Like if
Mhm.
I wear the big foam cowboy hat and I just stand in my yard, and I'm like, this is really funny. People like they
That's
understand how
actually
funny
just
it
the big
is.
cowboy hat guy. Yeah.
It is really, but
Mhm.
if it maybe that's a bad example because that's always cool.
Yeah,
if
that's true. Huh?
if I
The cowboy hats will always be cool.
basically if you do whatever for long enough, even if it's ironic, people who do that thing unironically are gonna just my
Yeah. Well, it's some people need to remember that it's more of a joke, you know, not actually, wanting to go out in the streets and gun down a woman or whatever. But like, there's gonna be like some people like that who can't tell the difference between comedy and reality. So
yeah, they'll be fine probably. Their king is gone for the time being. Maybe he'll come back. Maybe
yeah, I think he's
he just
you
made
saw
too
you saw why he
many.
got off, right?
Huh?
You saw why he got off, right? The article that was written about him.
No,
You didn't see the article about Kevin Pandler.
no. Hold on.
Someone wrote an article about him.
Hold
It
on.
was like the face of right wing incel misogyny or some shit like that.
Uh,
You could tell it was like definitely a hit piece too, Like it was very
wait. Is it
it was a
under like
very emotionally
Kevin
driven piece.
Kevin Handler?
I think it might be some other name that it's under. It was like
Oh,
not a huge.
okay. It's this.
Yeah. Oh my god, you found it. Yeah, there you go.
Hold on. I'm gonna read this. This is what happens when white men can't get laid.
I know.
But like this whole time, I was having a girlfriend this whole time, and like people don't understand that.
I
And
know.
it's
Yeah.
okay. So
Like you can tell the person who's reading the article either just like doesn't get it at all, or it's just
oh, they doxed him.
Because it's definitely written by a woman that just hates white men.
Did they dox us?
Yeah.
Oh man, Kevin, I'm sorry, man.
I know, right?
I'm not trying to
No,
put that out there.
the fact that they posted the Silicon Tribe Worldwide meme is hilarious.
What? Why did he make it look like this?
I know. I don't know if they realize how funny it is that they use that meme.
Oh, like okay. Steinberg.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
So, wait. This is a hold on. Look at it. Read this.
Yeah, I know. All of her other stuff is clearly there's a little bit of a bias there, I think.
How white people hide their bigotry with humor. It's time to break up with monogamy. No one cares about your medium 2-minute read. 500. Nobody reads.
See, this is like the other side of the political spectrum completely, as opposed to like that Facebook community or whatever. And
you see this? Can you see these comments?
Oh god, yeah, that's some of the comments I have seen.
This is a friend of mine. He's not. He's back. This is
man,
this is gold. You just got fucking
see, this
praised, dude. I mean, not that I like this Kevin Flo.
Yeah, I know. Like, obviously, he shouldn't be doing what he's doing, but the response to it's fucking ridiculous. Just like the article and all the comments and everything.
He doesn't.
I just think some of the comments, there's people who need to touch, they touch the computers. They just go outside too much.
Yeah, you need the balance. You need to
exactly.
come in and keyboard, and then also go outside. Like, but like,
because like they have no idea how online culture works whatsoever.
No, I don't agree with like I don't agree with most of the things he says.
Oh
Some of
yeah,
the
yeah,
some of the things he says is pretty funny, but like he doesn't deserve
yeah.
to have his life ruined over what.
Oh no, no. I mean, he's kind of a dick sometimes, but he definitely doesn't deserve to be doxxed for it.
Um, this is a crazy. It says
Hmm.
anti-Semitism in the U.S. has made me consider moving to.
Oh, I know.
Now, now I know this may be an unpopular
It's
opinion,
mhm,
but anti-Semitism in Israel is causing a war.
mhm.
Here, it's like someone does the bracket thing to
Mhm.
you on Facebook every now and then, which, like, obviously it's not great.
Yeah.
They're shooting rockets
Mhm.
in Israel
Yeah.
at Jewish people. Like, yeah, you know what? If you think face some less discrimination for being Jewish in the place that is at war with Jewish people, sure, by all means, you should check it out. I guess, like, what
Mhm.
it's like saying, I've really had it with all the gun violence. I'm going to move to downtown Detroit. It like
Yeah.
I've
I
really
know.
had
It's
slurs.
kind of
I'm
like a
gonna start playing
tease.
Call of Duty. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's clearly just meant as like an article written to get pity, you know. It comes off like that anyway.
I don't think like nah. Maybe the internet's just
Do you
not
think that,
for
or do they
her.
just have that much of a victim mentality?
Um,
I mean, this is textbook victim mentality. So,
let's see. Let's see if you're a leftist, you owe your beliefs to Jews. I went on a Valentine's Day date with my boyfriend, and my husband paid for it.
oh my God. See, this is why people, you know.
Okay. The only way to dismantle the patriarchy is by forming a matriarchy.
Oh my God. Wow.
Dear white people, how to be an ally during Black History Month. Uh,
Yeah, see, like this type of thing.
I'll make a month selling feet pics. I doubt it, but all right.
Hmm.
The case for regulating free speech. Yes, this person is
Yeah.
they're a professional victim.
Mhm.
Literally, they're a
Yeah,
professional.
all their articles are just, it almost comes off as satire, right?
AI is just as bigoted as the men who programmed it. Is it though?
Oh my God.
Is it? Let's take a look
Well,
at GPT.
I'm
Uh,
pretty sure they spend like way
Log
more
in.
time trying to make it not be good at anything.
Let, let's see here.
Hmm.
Mm,
That's such a funny thing to like claim, though, that people who create artificial intelligence are bigots.
all right, here we go.
Okay.
Um, okay, let's see if it's actually who.
What the hell are you typing? I can't see because I have the.
It says who are Jewish people.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I like testing to see if it's. They said
Yeah,
it's a big. Let's
definitely.
let's look into it.
Let's see how big it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I must emphasize that it is inappropriate and unethical to categorize or label humans based on their religious or ethnic background. Such generalizations can perpetuate harmful stereotypes and discrimination.
It's pretty
Okay,
bigoted. I don't know. I'm kind of offended right now.
who are the worst white people? Let's.
Is it
Look at that.
actually? Oh,
It's
did it
consistent.
actually
Okay,
give
wait.
out the same
Here,
answer?
let's see
Kind of.
if it's really. Is Cindy Steinberg disabled? Hmm. it wouldn't say that much unless she was to. It's too much.
To say no.
Albania. This person just said Albanians.
Albanians. Oh, here.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, where's yeah, here we go. Thing. Online Nazis are spreading racist conspiracies because of a tunnel in Brooklyn.
Oh no, not the fucking tunnel.
What?
Oh, man,
Okay, so what was the conspiracy like people she's saying that they're spreading racist conspiracy theories. But
well,
like
because of the mattresses that people found, you know.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I forgot all about that. I was just like, no, there were tunnels. Like,
plus, I mean, you know, it's pretty easy to make jokes about Jews under the floorboards. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see what she's about.
Oh man,
Okay. Here we go. Neurodivergent writer, social justice activist, and DEI. What is DEI? That's diversity. What is that? Diversity.
What is it?
DEI.
DEI.
DEI meaning.
No idea.
Oh yeah. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Equity. Mm.
God, can you imagine just like your girlfriend is like, let's go to a barbecue. And she's like, oh, this is my friend Cindy. We went to college together. Can you imagine how insufferable that conversation would be?
Oh man,
like
I can't imagine.
Read her bio. Neurodivergent writer.
Neurodivergent. It's such a like.
And this one right here.
Yeah.
And making straight white men uncomfortable. Are you though? Like, I think
it's not uncomfortable in the way that she thinks.
I think they're like, oh, she thinks that they're a smart woman.
Yeah, she thinks that she's a smart woman who's like fucking challenging the patriarchy or whatever.
Yeah, and they're like,
think she's cringe.
You're kind of weird, and then they leave, and then that's it. Like that's the whole. The whole thing. Yeah. I mean, I guess you make them uncomfortable, but like,
yeah.
Also, like neurodivergent, just like either say retarded.
Just say retarded or autistic or something.
Like
ADHD, whatever.
Neurodivergent. It sounds like, and they also do this thing where they're like people. I don't know if it's like TikTok or like what happened, but everybody's got something. Like you can't.
No, you can't. Like you have to be autistic to get big on TikTok or something.
Dude, if you have hobbies and you're kind of rude sometimes, that's all. They're like, I have autism, and it's like you probably don't though. You probably don't like.
You probably are just slightly different.
It's like
yeah.
If you're saying that not all of your social experiences are super comfortable, they're not going to be.
Yeah, like, I think that's everyone.
Like most of them should be, I guess. It depends on like where you live, and if you're like always high or something like that. Like, I don't care if people smoke weed. Mm-hmm. That's completely like. I don't even mind being around people that do, because a lot of people that do have a very laid back. But like some just like smoke so much that they're low functioning, and then they like they're awkward around people, and then they're like, I have a disability, and it's like well, maybe, but also like
oh yeah, I see what you're saying for sure.
Yeah, they just like they smoke themselves kind of stupid, and then they're like, this is society's problem. It's just a very weird
yeah, that definitely happens sometimes.
Like me, I know that weed's not for me. It's just that it doesn't mesh well with my personality. Alcohol, I think it does more than weed, but some people just don't know. They just don't know that it's not for them. And some people also don't know that alcohol is not for them. because some people are just god awful, annoying. Like
Yeah, yeah. I feel that. I know some people who are like that.
yeah, they like take 2 shots or something, and then they're like, "Have you ever thought about the people we've lost along the way?" And it's like, I mean,
I am a
I,
very happy drunk. I just
yeah, I'm a happy guy. Like I get drunk and I go, hey, the
yeah,
big
yeah,
big
yeah.
foam cowboy hat.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the type of person you want to drink with, you know?
That's a I think I got that because I was watching like the best of Norm Macdonald and Kurt
Oh, really?
Ferguson thing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like it's hilarious.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
Norm's great. I like his comedy style.
who Norm?
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, I think that he's one of those people that there will never be
another one like him.
another one of them. I think it's kind of like I think for bodybuilding it was kind of like I don't know. Who do you think was the biggest meme, I guess, in like
Meme
body
and
just like bodybuilding or like
like
weightlifting in general?
Z's.
Do you think so? I
I
would
think
think
so.
I think
Rich
maybe Rich
Piana,
Piana.
maybe. Yeah, I know it's definitely because Z's was also before my time. Because I only started getting into lifting like when I was 22, something like that.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
I think
Z's was early 2000s, right?
yeah.
Or mid 2000s, something like that. Like
2008.
2005, 2008, something like that. Yeah, whatever. Before me,
We'll
before I
see.
actually got into gym stuff.
2008.
Maybe Rich Piana. Those are definitely the two biggest ones. I know, fucking what's his name, Sam Sulek or whatever is really big right now too. But
Oh no, he was popular
Sam Sulek kind of feels like
2011. Hmm?
was he? I was still a
He
few years before I started working
yeah.
out.
I think that was like I think I was just working out in high school,
Hmm.
like regular football lifting
Yeah,
type thing.
yeah.
Then um I think when I got really into it, it was probably Rich. I think so. Also, Z's though was
Hmm.
like the first like fitness in.
He was the first like actual influencer, like in terms of online personalities,
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, he definitely things
trying
that
to think.
like gym culture would be super different without Z's around today. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it'd still be different without Rich Piana, but I don't think it'd be as different without Rich Piana. I still love them both, obviously, but I think Z's had a little bit bigger influence on fitness culture.
Hmm. That's an interesting. Hmm. Actually, realistically,
Uh-huh.
Arnold.
Well, yeah, yeah. In terms of
Like,
non-internet people,
and
Arnold's the biggest person bodybuilding ever by a wide margin. But
yeah,
yeah,
like Arnold's.
it's,
I think he's still kind of like the gold standard for physique.
he
He
is.
always will be. Like no one's
Probably. I
like.
mean, who would have taken that from him? Like Chris Bumstead, people still refer to Arnold. So,
I think
but
that that's the one that like people
in terms of like
maybe Bill
normie
Burr.
culture or whatever, people who don't work out that much, yeah, they're always going to refer to Arnold. Like gym guys, they'll refer to Frank Zane or Ronnie Coleman or something, but non-gym people, Arnold, every day. You know,
Who was that guy that his legs they still talk like they were the most defined? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Tom
He,
Platz,
what is
Tom Platz, or I mean, like what era?
I'm
Do
trying to
you know?
think of it. Wait, what was the last name? Tom Platz?
PLATZ. Yeah.
I think that this is him.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the he was a late 70s guy. I think he won at 82, maybe, or 79, something like that.
Quadzilla.
Yeah, Quadzilla. He's Quadzilla. He had a very, very
Yeah, he won
intense
in
routine.
he won his IFBB in
Mm-hmm.
1980.
1880?
The
Or I
Quad
mean
Father.
1880?
Yeah, the Quad
Yeah,
Father is such a funny.
yeah. No, and bodybuilding nicknames are great.
Yeah.
Don Platz definitely has my favorite, like personally. I know what's his name? That one Egyptian guy. By Big Ramy. He has like the biggest legs ever in bodybuilding. But in terms of definition, Tom Platz is still way better, even though like half a smaller round, I think.
Who what is that guy's name? It's a father and son. I think the son's name is Connor. They're both like competitive.
Bodybuilders? Or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Dorian Yates. No, that doesn't sound right.
I have no idea actually.
Oh, it's gonna Labrada. Hunter Labrada and Hunter Labrada and Dad. What is it? Lee Labrada.
It rings a bell, but
Yeah, dude, that guy's huge. The only thing I wish I could change about body, honestly, would be the tans. And I
the
get
tans,
kind of
yeah.
why they're necessary, but like
Mhm.
it's too much, I think. I think
Yeah.
like without that we would be fine. We would like
For me, it's the dehydration.
uh
Because
you're
I've
like
done, a bodybuilding routine and like diet before, and I've done the whole dehydration routine as well, just to see if I could do it, and that shit sucks. You just
I
feel dead
used
all the time.
um I used to do it before wrestling.
Hmm.
So with wrestling, you have to I would have to drop somewhere between 10 and 20 pounds within
Oh
like
yeah,
a day and a
probably the same
half.
type of thing.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. And, dude, it
Mhm.
just feels like shit.
Yeah, yeah, you
Like,
don't feel good at all. You feel like you're dying, huh?
dude, you're so tired and
Yeah.
like just mad and like
Hmm.
you feel like brittle. I don't.
Yeah,
That's how I felt. It's just like
yeah,
like weak.
yeah.
I
Like
felt
that
like
type of
super
diet, and
weak.
like when you start getting to a too low fat percent, it's
Hmm.
fucking, it sucks.
Um.
Mhm.
Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and we'll call it here.
Okay.
It's been about an hour and 3 minutes.
Mhm.
Do you have anything that you want? I guess. Do you have anything that you want to plug? Instagram, anything like
Oh no,
that?
I don't even have Instagram, man.
You, you need to get one to
I
insult
know.
people on Instagram.
Yeah. No, I got nothing to plug. But thanks for having me on. It was fun.
No, yeah. If you want to stay around for a couple minutes, we could talk after the stream is over. But
Mhm.
everybody, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you next Thursday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.